Last we left off, you guys had a rather nice, fun, little, no stress whatsoever confrontation with some dogs. You pet the dogs repeatedly, and they continue coming back over for more pets, and they brought their friends, and you eventually pet them until they died. That seems accurate.
I'm genuinely not sure how I survived.
We're remembering this very differently.
Okay, don't worry, I'll be more harsh next time.
No, you're alright, that's...
I mean, I was debating having them do double damage, so you know.
What?
Yeah, please don't do that until I'm slightly less squishy.
Make you more squishy, artificially okay. Note made.
Okay.
So,
Right.
the static faded as the last dog fell, and you were left in a still night air, surrounded by corpses of dead devil dogs.
Okay. I'm gonna say this before I forget. Brandon is gonna go and retrieve his spear,
Okay.
since he threw it at one of the dogs.
And I'm going to have you roll for that, you can retrieve it, so...
Well, I mean, it's like just retrieving arrows. Although, to be fair, you would have to, see how many but yeah, I'll just go and get that. I would say that as Brandon's doing so, he's kind of not quite... He doesn't go over quickly. It's almost like he's in a bit of a daze.
Whilst you're doing that, Kara is going to come stomping through the bushes towards you all. Oh, hi guys!
Hello, Kara. You did some excellent work there.
Thanks! You got anything to eat?
Think about food immediately.
Yes. Any rats?
No.
Okay.
I think
She kicks a pebble.
David made something right at the campfire last night.
There might be still something left over.
She goes over and starts rummaging through the campfire remains.
Are we gonna talk about what just happened?
Yeah, Brandon?
Brandon doesn't respond immediately.
Brandon.
Oh.
Brandon.
Yeah. Sorry, Dave. What is it?
I assume that these are the dogs that you've been seeing in your dreams?
As Brandon replies, he isn't quite looking at you, he's sort of looking off to one side. Yeah, those were the dogs.
Just get inside of your peripheral vision.
Okay, listen, David, before they appeared, I got a quest on my UI saying that those dogs were hunting a remnant of Birtu.
Which is?
Guessing I'd have no idea. The objective was survive, so I'm gonna assume that was probably me.
Please say that it says quest complete.
Yes,
Okay.
it did. So, yeah, you were saying if you wanted to ask in the library about the dogs, that's something to follow up on.
I also, since we had the conversation, well, a couple of hours ago, about not immediately attacking, but also trying some other options. Did you want to try, I don't know, controlling these dogs, or I wait to attack?
As you mention the prospect of controlling the dogs, Brandon's eyes just go wide and he just starts breathing faster.
Are you okay? Are you perhaps afraid of dogs?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm fine. Yeah, that sounds good.
June would search for a cup, fill it with water, and hand it to gently guide him to sit down. I think you should take a moment to calm down. You all should.
I'm gonna say that as Brandon sits down, like in the motion where he's kind of like adjusting his back weight to sit down, he passes out.
Oh.
That is not good.
Can I check? Can I check his pulse?
First, Brendan, make me a con save. See how badly you pass out.
I feel that this
I'm
is
outright going to say
wrong.
that's quite a fair response to all this. I'm not even going to make you roll to have it occur or anything like that, just how bad it is.
Dang it, it's not sending the roll again. Sorry, let me just double check this. D20 plus 3, yeah, I'm just going to be a bit slow because this isn't...
Yeah, it's fine.
13.
Okay, okay. So, you reach over and you check his pulse. Make a medicine check.
Why did it roll twice? I'm sorry. It's in a... What?
No idea.
The second thing. What is
I don't know.
That I think D&D Beyond or Beyond 20 or whatever might be being a bit weird at the moment.
Right, I'm going to read that as a medicine check and then a slap to try and wake him up. So,
Sure. I'm shaking him finally.
you check his pulse and you do feel his pulse. It is there. It's just trembling slightly. He is exhausted. You can surmise that the events has just simply caught up to him and been a bit much. You do not succeed in waking him up, no matter how much you shake.
I turned to David as I think it was a little bit too much for him. He's alive, but beyond tired.
Definitely beyond tired. Say, Jun, you've known him, I believe, longer,
Line.
or at least
Yeah.
better. Are you aware if he's afraid of dogs, or?
Putting it nicely, he's not comfortable with a lot of things. But I don't know if he has a fear of dogs specifically.
I would say, John, just to kind of interject, Brandon's never mentioned it to you.
No, he never mentioned. I know he's like has panic and anxiety, and he often thinks over. He overthinks things, but I wouldn't say he has like a specific fear of dogs.
Because when I mentioned maybe being able to control the dogs, he looked like he had a panic attack.
He also is quite comfortable around Luna and Bella. He never seemed scared.
Yeah, but then again, he never interacted with them.
Could also be
Like how you pet them.
also be maybe he feels very confronted with the prospect of dying. I mean,
Could
I would
also be.
stress out if I had a quest that says stay alive.
It's not the first time that we are, almost dying. Or at
Yeah,
least
but-
facing death.
This one feels focused on him. I mean,
Very
he only
much
got
so.
a quest, and they seem to. Well, they only dragged him away.
That I do find interesting. They dragged him. They didn't attack him. Like, they were... Like, the intent was to capture him and not to hurt him.
I had a small theory for a bit, but seeing they didn't do that to Kara, it kind of nullified my theory. I not to be like stereotypical or something, but they seem quite hellish. And given the dream he once had about hell and their new appearance, I thought it was like, you know how you and me often go to our deities? Maybe it's,
You thought maybe it was just a
Yeah.
tiefling thing? These dogs?
yeah, it was maybe their kind of deity. Basically asking him to connect in a weird
Could
way.
be. It could be also a Brandon specific thing.
Yeah, since Kara didn't. Kara, I ask her, did you ever experience something like this?
Like what? Comes over.
Never mind. She has her mouth full.
You mean
no.
like being attacked by dogs?
Yeah, being.
Oh, yeah,
not
being attacked by
attacked,
dogs.
but- No, like these ones. Have you ever seen something like this?
She looks down at one of them, taps it with her boot. No, they're weird.
Also, in the meantime, I make sure Brandon is laying comfortably. I'm not leaving him like that on the floor.
How about
No issue.
striking him near the campfire at least?
Yeah, I'm not strong enough to drag him all on my own.
Together we can.
Did you get Bella and Luna to drag him?
No, I think
That
he's been
that
bit
would
enough.
be funny, but it's I think a bit too much.
Okay.
So David would drag Brandon to the campfire.
It is smouldering a bit now, so it needs to be refed with wood. But I'd say that you guys are able to do that quite easily. Just gonna dump you there by Jun and a dog. What could go wrong? And a corpse for dog as well.
Yeah, we should clear out like corpses.
Well, using mold earth, I would create a grave and just dump the bodies in there of the dogs.
Fair enough. Create a bunch of mounds. I was gonna move the tokens a little bit. Just off to the sides of the tracks, hiding the bodies of dogs.
Alright.
The fire going again. The night is still night.
I think it is fair to say that concludes Brandon's watch. So good luck, June. And David
Try
will
to get some.
go to sleep.
Try to get some rest.
Trying to go to the library.
Okay then.
Yeah, make sure to ask about Birtu.
Birtu, yes.
I'm totally not worried about doing this watch alone. I scoot very closely to everybody else.
Just our character. I like how John's doing a double shift because I believe, like,
It was Brandon's shift, but she is like, I've got to shut up.
yeah. Sorry, I wasn't intended to giving you the shaft. I just thought it made sense for him to pass out.
It's
A likely excuse. Okay, okay.
During the shifts, you often check if Brandon's still doing okay. Like,
I'll have you do your rolls and whatnot for your shift now. So, give me 2 survival checks and a medicine check in between. 2 survival, sorry. 2 perception checks.
okay, what the? The medicine, okay,
No,
Okay.
almost in 10.
almost.
So throughout your watch, as the night draws out, you hear the occasional rustling and you see a faint shadow of something small crawling through the underbrush every now and then. But you don't hear anything too big, other than Kara's snoring, or Brandon occasionally jolting in his sleep, but being mostly silent. You can't tell if he would awake if you tried to waken him, but you thought it would probably be better just to leave him as he is. You are in a fitful sleep. You are hot and cold, and you feel enclosed, and suddenly there's light. In front of you see a scarred hellscape full of moving figures. The land is long dead. You look from side to side, then turn. In front of you, a tur opens at the gesture of your hand, and you step through it into a lush village. Green everywhere, and faces look up towards you.
Can I just say, as Brandon is doing, like, opening the tur in his dreams, can he... Do you know, like, I'm not quite sure how best to describe this, like, because it is, I don't know if this would be described as some sort of a lucid dream, but I think basically Brandon wants to try and kind of get a feel for the sensation that is, like, you know, as he's opening the portal, to kind of see, like, whether this is something that he could do with his magic.
Okay, roll me an Arcana with advantage. I say just roll straight into roll 20. Don't bother with D&D Beyond.
Oh, seems to be working.
Hey.
Okay, I don't know if it rolled. I only cleared that twice, but it rolled it 3 times.
Okay, I'm going to take the 16 because I'm feeling nice.
Thank you.
As you start to get a feel for what you're watching, you see the hand gesture, and you see the fabric of the space in front of you start to unravel itself as it splits. And you can see elements of how your magic is seeping out and creating a void which then connects to another space. You're not sure that you could necessarily replicate it, but you think you have an idea of how you could start.
Or, yeah, okay, that's good enough.
You step through into this lush village. Faces turn up towards you. Puzzled looks on their faces. They're all human. Ragged clothing. Seems to be a somewhat impoverished village in its centre. Some look in confusion. Their faces start to turn to fear. Your hand gestures up and forwards. Several dogs pass you, and then lumbering figures begin to pass you. Corpses stitched and woven together to create large malformed creatures. People start to scream, and your legions start to charge.
Can Brandon, like, as I see, like, the Stitch, like, the zombies or whatever they are, past me, can the part of Brandon that's in this dream kind of, like, make a mental note of like, try to get, like, a detailed physical description?
Oh, yeah, sure. The stitched together malformed creatures are humanoid. They are roughly 8 feet tall humanoids made up of multiple bodies. Arms stitched together to create longer arms. Faces just mounds of flesh with eye holes and mouths gaping. They are unnatural in every possible way.
Another thing, actually, because Brandon is in a village at the moment, like, as he's looking, I'm going to assume that whoever this is looking around, like, the general area as this is happening. At any point, does this guy look at a window or a reflective surface so I can get an idea of what this person looks like if it's me?
As your legions begin to pass, the head lifts to the side slightly. You hear a voice. It's not your own, come from your lips. Another remnant. Hello, you. But then your vision fades to black. You can't see any... You're not close enough to any of the buildings currently to be able to really see a reflection in any windows, if where there are them.
Okay, so I just hear that voice, basically. Okay.
And you pass into a restless sleep following this. Your mind ruminating on what you've seen and what's just happened to you in general. I'm not even going to have you roll this time, because it's a nice convenient time. As you settle into sleep, you find yourself opening your eyes in the library. Before you, row after row, as always, of books, stretching up into a starry sky.
Do I see Deneville anywhere?
You are alone currently.
I would try to will myself to wherever Deneville is.
As you begin to focus, you feel yourself shift throughout the halls before settling on a seating area, one you've been to several times previously. And he is sat there reading a book. He looks up towards you. Ah, hello. Greetings again.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is here. whatever time is here.
It's indifference.
I was wondering if you could help me a bit.
What else is new?
Fair point. I am looking for something specific. I'm looking for...
What else is new?
Fair point.
He closes his book and puts it on the side table.
One of my companions has been recently attacked by some sort of demon dogs that appear when there is static, and they were searching for him, and apparently he is or might be a remnant of Birtu. I was hoping you would have more information. What the remnant is, who is Birtu, what are the dogs, why are they looking for him?
Dogs, off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you much on. There's a lot of types of dogs.
I use, I believe I still have that spell, don't I? Yes, I use Silent Image to create the image of the dog.
Okay.
It looks like that.
It looks the image over.
When
Can't say I know it. Looks like it's undead, maybe? Possibly a fiend?
Undead.
My guess would be it is some kind of necromantic creation, but it does not jump to mind what it might be. Ah, a particular location. Birtu, however, that does ring a bell. Bear with me one moment. He stands up and disappears, moving along the shelves.
Your time. Well, he is gone. I grab a random book and start reading it.
Roll a 20 to see high, it's something informative, low, something dirty.
70.
Okay, so you find a book that details fishing, proper line techniques, and how to fish up fish you've never heard of, but the methods could be the same in other scenarios. Different styles of fishing, different places to fish. If you're to fish, it'd be quite useful knowledge.
Can be useful. I never went fishing.
I've got to make a note on one name. I think it's that, but I'm just going to double check. Okay, going to keep you with that. He comes back with a book titled Chronicles of Asmodeus. He thumbs through the pages rapidly, his eyes darting around, ticking in a page per second, seemingly. Ah, yes. He shuts the book and places it down. Birtu served Dispater, the Lord of Dis, in the second circle of the Nine Hells. And Dispater was a paranoid ruler, afraid of all those around him who would plot against him. Birtu is one of the main reasons why. Birtu suppressed the Lord of Dis in power, but simply chose not to take the position from him. He cared little for the politics and bureaucracy of the role, instead choosing to strengthen his legions, raid realms he could reach. His abominations were, you've seen the results, so that's barely scratching the surface. The colossal that he put together were something else, though.
Birtu himself created these dogs.
Yes. Ultimately, his personal projects were his downfall. The realms he took from began to band together through Dispater's whisperings through the minds of the mortals. No Duke came to his aid during his final days. No lord came to his aid, and he died in one great battle, which resulting in the sundering of 3 worlds, I believe.
And what does it mean to be a remnant of him? Does that mean that you have a piece that is Birtu?
It could
more like an ancestor.
be many potential things. Could be that he's had an artifact that was closely tied to him, linked to him. It could be that he's part of his bloodline. Could be part of his spirit is trapped in him. When it comes to divine magics, there's a lot of potentials, and Birtu was very much the mortal level.
Alright, I've gotten some knowledge, but no answers.
That's after the way.
If, let's say, this companion of mine is his ancestor comes from a bloodline of Birtu, then why would his creations try to capture him?
After the fall, the remnants remained bound together and sought to hunt and destroy all aspects of him. The name of the order escapes me, but maybe they're his creations behind. Or maybe they could be part of Dispater's. Maybe he chose to copy and simply send them out.
How many creatures did Birtu create? Because you also said something about a titan or something big, colossus.
He picks up the book again, begins leafing through it.
Because the dogs were annoying, but if we have to fight something like Colossus.
It's believed he raided from approximately 32 realms across his projects, from all which he gathered more and more to his cause. There is no mention of a specific number other than his legions. Taking from that, I would assume he most likely had forces in hundreds of thousands, if not into tens of millions.
Great, lovely, amazing, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. This friend of yours, what's he like?
If I had to describe him in just one word, it would be anxious. But he's a good person.
Does he have any talent for the arcane?
Yes, but he cannot control it as well. I believe someone said that he had too much, and because of that it was chaotic.
Has he had a power source put into him? Or
I don't know.
if not, then quite possible he's part of Birtu's bloodline.
But you mean a power source put into him? What does that look like?
Well, some form of magical generator. Could be anything from an enchanted gem to a big hulking machine that you probably noticed it was in it.
No.
Something that could draw power in, not to properly feed it back out.
Nothing comes to mind.
Probably most likely then he's part of his bloodline. In which case it's simply that his body isn't able to contain what's part of his bloodline. How long has he shown magical potential for?
Since we were kidnapped, so how long you have known me for?
Oh, is he just young?
Yeah, we used to work in the same company. Or
What?
do still work in the same company.
Is he 4?
You see what?
4?
No, I believe it was 21.
Oh. He's a late bloomer.
You are aware that we got kidnapped and made a contract, and that is then we got our magical powers. We weren't born with them.
That could be part of it, to be fair. Awakening to such potential so late, his body isn't ready to adapt to it. Did he go through any changes?
Yes, massive changes.
Such as?
He used to look more human. Now he looks like a tiefling. I would call that a massive change.
That is quite likely if he hadn't gone through that, he would already be dead then. If he ever laments his appearance, maybe try to let him know that.
If his appearance changes?
If he laments that his change happened, maybe let him know that if it hadn't, he would probably be dead.
Ah, okay.
That was his attempt at his body trying to cope. And
To adapt, yeah.
yes.
I do have an additional question about these dogs.
Yeah.
This is, I believe, when we left the first world we came into, a dog also appeared just as we left, and now they appeared when we were resting. Is there a way to hide from them or know what they are using to seek us?
They're tracking you across realms. My guess would be they are somehow latching onto his magic. If you were to seal his magic, potentially that might stop it, or it might not. It might simply leave him defenseless. Though if you also sealed his magic, if it has nowhere to go, it may just build until he kind of gestures with his hands and explosion.
Yeah. So the best way would probably be not to use it.
If it doesn't get used also, and I would probably suggest always being ready to run, at least unless you are able to fight off whatever comes easily or find some way to be guarded against them. But
Yeah, seeing as they can appear into space itself, and there is an entire legion of them. We are with 4 people, 5 at most, if you count Dante. So I doubt we can fight them.
maybe leave out the mention of a potential hunting legion. That might not be something he wants to hear.
Yeah, that could stress him out.
All I can really suggest is to always be ready. Come twice, they're going to be able to track him. It may simply be that they send more and more.
They probably will.
On the upside, at least he won't explode from not using his magic.
Yeah, at least he doesn't explode. He's alive for now. Alright.
Anything else you have for me while you're here?
Only about time travel, in case we manage to return back home, that we also return to the correct time, and not 6 months later, or even later than that.
I've been continuing to look throughout the archive, but I have to be frank, even if I tried to travel in time, I do not think I would be able to arrive anywhere and to be able to do anything more than just see. Traveling forwards, that could be possible, but backwards, not so much. Maybe trying to find another parallel world to yours, where you can jump in at the point where you jump out, possibly, but the chances of that are quite remote.
Well, thank you for at least looking into it. Alright, then I have no more questions.
Fair enough. In that case, pick up a seat and let's read. He throws a book at you.
I haven't lost my touch, if that is what you're wondering.
With that, he simply sits down and picks up the book he was previously reading. You look over the book that he gave you, The Minotaur and the Elf.
Is this smut once again?
Yes.
You need a new hobby. And
I have a library of a ridiculous amount of books. You need to liven it up sometimes.
I think 70% of this library is smut.
72%.
That's even worse.
Wasn't my choice. Just got to adapt.
Then I start reading it.
It's quite a saucy tale. Won't go into any details. Fade to black. You can fill in the blanks yourself.